Hello everybody, good morning! So I'm going to start off with the questions today because there weren't actually that many, so I'll just get them done. Rachel, you asked, what is your least favourite common illness to get? Any common illness is horrible. I mean, anything that adds onto your pots is just horrible. So, yeah, sore throat, stuffy noses, any of that stuff. Fever, temperature, strep. But, and then you call it stomach flu, and here we would just call it like an upset stomach or stomach bug. I hate that, but you know, it's, as everyone else says, they hate throwing up. So do I. Whenever I feel like I'm going to throw up, it's like it automatically makes me start panicking. I don't know why, and yeah. And so that's that question. And Caroline, you said, do you have trouble slouching? Oh my goodness, yes, look at me right now. I've got hunchback. Anyway, everyone always takes the mick out of me because they're always like, Olivia, you're so slouched, you need not sit up straight. And so I try and get a chair like this so my back is sitting straight and stuff. But basically, whenever I eat, I suddenly slouch. I get slouch, whatever. I bend forward more and more. And I explain it. I heard in one of the POTS groups a couple months ago, somebody described it like a coat hanger pain, because it's like a pain in the shape of a coat hanger, you know, the triangle of a coat hanger, from your neck and down to here, across, and it's like you're being pulled down on a coat hanger. I don't know, but yeah, I do, and I never used to be like that, and I just think it's because I don't have the energy to sit up. I've always got my head in my hands, or sometimes if I come downstairs and I'm exhausted, I'll be like, my head will be in my arms. But yeah. And that was it. And Emily, I hope you feel better because, you know, you were like tired from everything, but you do so much. Seriously, that's amazing that you can go to school and work and everything, but obviously it's not very good on your body. And it was kind of upsetting not to see anyone else on online this week, because it was Stacey, I don't know why you were like didn't do one, and Jenny and Millie. So I hope if you didn't do it because you're not feeling well, I hope you're all feeling much better. As you can probably tell, I'm a bit different to last week. Last week, I think my brain was fried. I mean, I was just like feverish for 2 days, and it was horrible. But yeah, I've definitely gotten over that now, thank goodness, but it's been a horrible week. It took me ages, and then as soon as, I don't know whether it was related, but I get a lot of irritable bowel with my POTS. Like, I get really bad, dodgy stomachs. And I'm not going to go into the details, but it's not very nice. And whenever I'm at the doctors and things, they'll always ask, you know, how is this and how is that? And I'm like, yeah, well, I get it all, basically, you know, you name it, I got it. And, what was I saying? Stomachs. Oh yeah, and then I started getting a really upset stomach at the weekend, but that seems to have passed now. Yesterday was the first day in ages. I was like, my goodness, I'm not dead today. I feel more awake, more alive. Thank goodness, it's been a long enough winter. I hope this is the turning point now. I doubt it though, because I'm sitting here and I'm all flushing, and I'm gonna go and get something because be right back. Okay, I'm back. I was saying how, yeah, wish it would be a turning point in POTS, but I doubt that will happen. But today I struggle with flushing a lot. and because I'm so pale, I just basically, when I get a tiny bit of flushing, I look like a clown, and everyone would be like, oh my goodness, are you okay? Are you embarrassed or something? No, I'm not embarrassed, it's just the effort of being up, speaking, moving, that kind of stuff. Anyway, today, I'm so flushed. I'm literally the colour of this top, but this is my secret. It is an anti-redness solution, and basically, it is, I'll show you a bit. It's green paste, and you put it on your cheeks, and green basically camouflages red, apparently. And it works quite well. But then you don't want to look like you've got a fully green face, so then, you know, you just put a bit of foundation on top of that. But yeah, that is my lifesaver for when I'm out in public and I don't want to look like a clown. I just look, people say, I look glowing, and I'm like, you have no idea. I need to de-hype. When I speak to cameras, I get like hyper. I don't know what that's about. So yeah. My week hasn't been great with the strep and everything, but I'm definitely over that now. I mean, I'm still a bit choked, but nothing like I was. So I was thinking, what can I do in my video to make it interesting? And I was like, I have no idea. I'm just going to ask my question first. Thirst? Yes, I am actually thirsty. No. My question's going to be, how often are you alone? Like, I don't know. Okay, I'm guessing if you're like teenagers, you don't live by yourself yet. But I live with my parents. But see, I don't know what I'd do if I lived by myself. But I was wondering, see, do you always have someone with you all day, or like do your parents work or something? And if ever you're having a bad day, will they make sure that they're around or they're close by, or will they stay with you, or do they ever have to cancel plans? I guess if they're ever going out at night and you're having a really bad night, will they stick around? I don't know. I find that with me, I always used to be fine. I could be left whenever. My dad works, but my mum doesn't, so that worked quite well, because when we moved to Scotland, my mum just never, she didn't look for another job. And thank goodness she didn't, because I don't know what I would have done without her this last year. But I find that sometimes at night time, if they're going out or something, and I'll be, I don't know, in a lot of pain, or running to the toilet, or feeling like I'm going to faint, or if I'm distressed, sometimes they'll have to cancel, and I'll feel quite bad about that, because I'm 16, I should be able to look after myself. But yeah, I like to get them out of the house. I like being in the house by myself, though, as much as I don't. I like my space. And also, I find sometimes that basically, if they're going out, I like them at the end of the phone if necessary. I'll always feel better if I know that I can contact them in an emergency. So yeah. So what have I done this week? Nothing. Yesterday I went out to a shop and a flat and things, and saw a couple people, and anyway. But other than that, I've not really done much. I mean, all my exercise programs have just disintegrated this past winter. I mean, I want to do so much, and I just can never be bothered to do anything. I've got my electric piano behind me here, and I try and do that as much as possible, but, I can't be bothered lately. And over here, I'll show you, I've got my jigsaw at the moment, and a jigsaw is scientifically proven to help stroke patients reconnect their brains. And so I've been trying it lately, and it helps. I mean, when I can be bothered, a jigsaw. And my mum came up with the idea, and I was like, Mum, I'm not 5, I don't want to do a jigsaw, but no, it just helps. It gets me sitting up, it gets me out of my bed, and it gets me thinking about something other than pots and stuff. Yeah. I'm going to show you a big poster that I've got on my wall every time I come out of my study. Bam! You know, the classic phrase, keep calm and carry on. So I stand and I look at it and I'm like, Olivia, you keep calm and you carry on. Today, hopefully, no, not hopefully, I don't have a choice. I've got some family coming over. It's my aunt's birthday, and so my mum's gone to collect my gran, and yeah, and so I don't really know what we're doing. Oh no, you can see that picture. That's me when I was a baby. Well, not a baby, you know, a kid. And this sounds really rude, but it's not rude. It's called a rasturbation. And basically what you do, it's a website. Sounds so perverted. Anyway, you go on and you upload a photograph. And it's so cool because it puts it into loads of how do you explain it? It enlarges the photograph and it divides it into A4 sheets of paper into lots of wee spots. I see my Scottish is coming out sometimes, me saying wee. Like, if you can see, it's not actually a picture, it's loads of wee spots, and they're all A4 pieces of paper that you print and you stick them all together. So it's like, I just made a couple to practice, and it's pretty cool. And I thought I'll show something interesting, a bit of a random fact, because I'm seriously random myself. I find that, see if I ever go out and I wear extremely high-heeled shoes, it actually helps my pots. Now when I say extremely high, I'm talking this high. Like, I don't know how high that is. Platforms, super high. Like, these are my latest shoes, right? And I find that when I have super high shoes, don't know what it does, but I've been talking to my sister-in-law, who's actually a doctor, and she thinks it could be because the way your blood vessels contract when you're elevated on a high pair of shoes does something different to your blood flow, and it could help pump it back up to your brain. And so I just thought that was a random fact I'd share, and then these are another favourites, which are not as high, but they're pretty high. Yeah. So, I'm almost running out of time. Now, Caroline was saying how she's been talking to me on Facebook this week, and yeah, that's good. I always like to know and get to know new people and things, so that's cool. And I was going to say, if you want to talk to me on Facebook, then, I don't know, send me a message, add me if you can find me. But I might have some of you on an account I made last year, and it's under my middle name, Catherine Stewart. And I did that because when I write, I don't go on it that much, that one, but when I write onto some of the POTS groups, I don't want some of my, I guess you could say, normal friends, people at school, to see me writing on things like, oh, does anybody else have problems when they're, you know, that time of the month and things, and what's the best contraceptive pill to use and things. And I don't want, like, I guess, guys in my year at school, even though I don't go to school, to see that kind of stuff. So I made it up under my middle name. But, yeah, add me on one or the other, and I like to get to know new people, so yeah. And I think that's about it for this week. I was really excited, like, see, when I started to feel better, I was like, oh, I cannot even remember what I said in that last video. I was so out of it, but I was like, bring on Tuesday, I want to make another one. So that's cool when I got a message this morning from Emily saying, do you want to make one? Yes. But my goodness, I'm so hyper. Well, not hyper, I'm just alive. I'm not dead, I'm not comatose, spaced out, blah blah. So I think I shall end this video now and go get ready for the family coming. Okay, I will maybe see you all next week and speak to some of you on Facebook. Bye!